Hey guys, Chris Brown here. We're here at the beautiful Royal Manchester Golf Links. Today we're going to be talking about how to play golf with your mind, using the strongest asset that we have out here on the golf course, playing with our mental game here. So we're going to play 3 holes. We've already done a couple warm-up holes. I'm just going to talk you through my thought process on every single shot throughout those holes, and just to get our scores as low as possible. A lot of times with you, whether you're a high handicapper or even a low handicapper, we can save a few strokes just by thinking through and making sure that we miss in the correct spots, as you'll hear Tiger Woods often say. So I'm going to go ahead and tee off here. This is one of the hardest holes on the golf course. It's nearly 450 yards here from the tips, and it's par 4. So we've got sand on the left, and then we've got high grass, which plays as a lateral water hazard on the right. So I'm going to actually try to play off the sand and hit a little bit of a fade and find that little strip of fairway there. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So that ball didn't fade like I wanted it to, so it went at the sand. But all the time I'm actually ending up on the right in that high grass. So I'd rather be there than in the high grass. So we'll go see what we've got, and we'll talk through it and keep on playing the hole. All right, guys, second shot here on this long par 4. We actually managed to miss these bunkers here, which is good. So we're just sitting up in the rough a little bit. So we're a little bit further away. We've got about 180 yards in. So I'm going to go 6-iron here. And the goal is to not necessarily go attack the flag, but I'm just going to try to kind of land this short and just let it run back to it. So that's why I'm going with the 6-iron out of the rough, because I could also possibly catch it a little bit too clean and hit it far. So we're just going to hit a nice smooth, not too hard. Just see how we go here. The lie is pretty flat, so I don't need to adjust for that at all. So we'll see what we can do. I'm going to change clubs actually. Go one more out of this. Okay, hold it just a little bit. But I think we got away with it, just off the left of the green. So we should be able to hopefully get that up and down and make par. All right, guys. So here's where we ended up. We're about flag high, but we again we pulled that last shot a little bit. So we're gonna go 56-degree wedge here. We're kind of not in the best of lies. It's kind of sat down and kind of like a little hole in the grass here. So that's gonna make this a bit more of a challenging shot. So what I'm going to think about is trying to put that ball a little bit more back in my stance, kind of hitting down on it, to kind of get it out of that and just land it on the green and let it run. I've got a lot of green to work with here. So I'll see if I can pull that off. Whoa, ball. Whoa, ball. So it came out a little bit hotter than we wanted to there. But again, it's hard to judge out of those bad lies, but at least we've got a putt at it to maybe make a par. Bogey at worst. All right, so we've got about a 20-foot putt here. Down the hill, a little bit left to right. So we can't be too aggressive with this, but we're just gonna, if anything, try to make sure we get close within a 2-3 foot radius so we can have an easy putt for our bogey, but we'll see if we can get this in for par. A hard hole, so bogey's not a bad score really. doesn't happen every day, but we'll take the par. Alright guys, we're here on the next hole, the par 3 here. Just playing 154 yards today. We made a nice par on the last hole with that nice putt, so got good momentum going. So this hole, usually they actually have you hiding behind that, the pin position, they have you hiding behind that bunker, which is a no-go pin. You don't want to go after that. So if you come up short of that bunker, that brings bogey or worse into play possibly. But now they've actually gotten a little bit more of a green light pin there on the back left of the green. So we're gonna go at it and try to play a bit of a draw in there over the bunker. Actually, now I think about it, we're gonna play a fade just because that gives us space if we come up short to land in that bit of fairway there as opposed to come up in the bunker. So that's what I meant to say. We'll play a fade. But this is why you always have to be thinking in your mind. You know, you can change your mind, but once you get up there to hit the shot, make sure you're committed to the shot you're going to hit. So we're going to play a fade off the left side of the green, try to get up there to the flag. We're hitting a nice smooth 8-iron. Oh, it's right at it there. Be a number. Be a number. Sit down. All right, so good shot there. Got a decent look for birdie. Yeah, that had a little bit of that fade spin, which made it kick to the right when it landed, but we'll take down this hole every day. All right, we got a long outside look at birdie here, probably about 35, 40 feet. The goal with this is just to nestle it up there within about that 3-foot radius of the hole, give ourselves an easy par. So we'll see what we can do here. Got uphill left to right break, and we'll just see what we can do. Really just focusing on speed on this. Sit. All right, so got about 4 or 5 feet for our par. We'll see if we can knock it in. Coming back down the hill. All right, guys, so that's another par here. We're even through these 2 holes. A couple nice putts. And we'll move on to the next one, last hole. And we'll see if we can, again, keep working to keep that score even par to finish out this 3-hole segment. All right, guys, so we're here on the par 4 7th. Had 2 nice pars here in a row, so we'll see if we keep that momentum going. This hole, you can really maximize your distance off the tee. There's a ridge in the fairway, and then it goes drastically down to the flag, which you'll see here on the second shot. So we're going to see if we can take advantage of that. We're going to play off the 150-yard post in the fairway with a bit of a fade. See if we can maximize that distance on that downhill slope. So we'll see if we can do that. Like to do that to check my tee height. Got the driver down behind it. I want to make sure it's just slightly above the head of the driver, about halfway up. All right, now I'll go pretty neutral. Just open the stance just maybe a little bit just to work that fade in there. Aim just a little bit left of that 150-yard post. And that's working perfectly there. Yeah, that should be position A there. So we started just left of that 150-yard flag and came right around to the right side of that fairway, so that'll give us the best distance on this hole. Let's go down there and take a look at the second shot. All right, guys, so great tee shot on this hole. So we're sitting nice here in the fairway. We were just a little bit short of getting some extra distance on that downhill slope, but still got a nice look in here to the green. So it's playing 132 yards, but we're going downhill. So I'm gonna take about 5 yards off of that for the downhill. And so we're gonna hit a nice smooth pitching wedge and see if we can land it just short of the flag and just run it up here. So we're pretty much just gonna aim dead at it, maybe with a little bit of right to left, because if worse comes to worse, we want to miss off here to the right. We got a lot of green there and not a lot on the left. So we'll go ahead and try this out with the pitching wedge, see what kind of shot we can hit here. I caught that a little thin, so it's cutting a little more than I'd like and a little longer than I'd like, but we're on the back middle of the green, not a bad spot to miss. As I said, if I want to miss it, that's where I want to miss. So I've got, you know, plenty of green to work with if I had to chip that, if that went a little bit further in the rough, and should be a fairly straight putt, just a little bit downhill. So see what we got, see if we can two putt that and finish out these 3 holes even par. All right, guys, so we got green in regulation here. Again, we hit that last shot just a little bit thin, so it cut a little bit more to the right than we wanted, but that's the spot that you want to miss. Golf is a game of misses, as you'll hear a lot of good teachers say. So you know, that was a great miss there. So we still got a shot to maybe get an outside birdie, but again, this is a longer putt, so we're just looking for that 3-foot radius just to give ourselves a nice easy par. We're coming down the hill. It's going to be a little bit left to right from my vantage point, so we'll go see what we can do. Go. Take that hill. Keep going. That's exactly what we wanted there. Let's nestle it up. Give ourselves a good shot par. This one's got a little bit left to right in it, but don't need to give up the hole. All right, guys, there you have it. Even par through those 3 holes. Hopefully, just talking you through kind of how I approach the game, what I think about before every shot, to help you kind of get your mind locked in as you step up to take shots throughout your day on the course. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.